What's good, guys? Welcome back to a new video. This one definitely different compared to the other ones on my channel. And this is mainly because I've received multiple questions from you guys basically asking how does it feels to get funded with 600K, for example? Or in simple words, how does it feels to start achieving your goals in your trading? And I've gave myself some time to reflect and actually think how does it really feel and not just record like a super simple video and just kind of like speaking nonsense. I really wanted to deep dive think how I feel and maybe relate to some of you guys and maybe actually, I don't know, just reflect on my entire process and reflect on how I'm doing. Because there has been multiple changes that most of you guys are not aware of, and I've been dealing with a lot of issues recently on my trading since I got funded with 600K. And that's what I want to talk about, because unfortunately I've seen that most traders nowadays, they just don't talk about how we feel as traders whenever we start getting some great results, whenever we get funded, whenever we pass our challenges, whenever we start growing our personal capital account to an extent or to a point where every time we lose, we're actually losing a lot of money. So I just wanted to dive into some points I wrote down here that are gonna help me don't lose the line, the hair throughout this video and just be the most direct possible. So yeah, in case you guys don't know, let me actually show you. I brought them here. I hope the music is not too loud, but I basically got funded with 600K. I received these certificates. Look at how nice they are. So for example, very funded, the fivers. Let me actually show you, for example, this one. So Orion funded, I actually have two with them. Also a 100, actually two 100K accounts with FTMO. So look at this, right? So a lot of things have changed in my life and I've achieved basically what a day before or some time before I was dreaming of. And of course, there has been some changes in my mindset and also in my trading psychology that, I'm not gonna lie, have been negatively affecting my results, and I wanted to talk about, because I'm 100% sure most of you guys, whenever you start achieving some great results, are gonna start experiencing. And I just want to let you guys know in advance so that you are prepared for it, because actually unfortunately no one told me about this before getting funded, and I'm just dealing with them right away, face to face right now, without being, of course, prepared. First thing, I started actually feeling or experiencing a fear of losing, man. And no one tells you that whenever you're going to actually start achieving great results, you're going to start experiencing this fear of losing. You just think that the moment you actually reach to this point, whenever you actually get funded, you're gonna just be extremely secure of yourself. And I've actually heard multiple traders, multiple influencers saying you're gonna actually have, instead of fear, you're gonna have overconfidence. But man, I promise you that's not really the case. Whenever you reach to this point and you've had or you've experienced so much hard moments throughout this process to getting to this point, and you've spent a lot of money, you've blown up a lot of accounts, and you just maybe, I don't know, just worked extremely hard to get to this point, that it gets to a level, like a super deep level, when you're afraid of losing whatever you just achieved, because you already know how much you had to sacrifice and how much work there is behind this specific achievement, that you're just super afraid of losing. So yeah, you just are afraid. I'm being honest, and you guys know that I'm super transparent, and the way I feel right now is just afraid of losing. Every time I'm gonna enter a trade, I'm just afraid of losing a trade. I'm afraid of maybe, I don't know, losing, for example, in my personal capital account, because right now I'm gonna touch some things throughout the video. I'm, for example, trading with almost $10,000 and I'm risking 4%. So every trade, it's almost $400. And I'm afraid, bro. I just want to be transparent because no trader out there tells you this. I'm fucking afraid. And I'm not actually afraid of losing in a sense. Like literally, I can afford losing $300. Thanks God. I'm working. I have also my part-time job. I can definitely afford to lose this much. But I'm actually afraid mainly in the fact that my life can change really fast in a matter of seconds. Like literally in a matter of seconds, for good or for bad. And not actually for bad, to be honest, actually for good. And because of that, it leads me to the second point, which is understanding that my life might change so fucking fast in a second. I just have super high expectations. I'm gonna be honest. The moment I got funded and I started posting kind of like videos, and actually in episode 17, if I'm not wrong, on YouTube of my 1 million funded challenge, I basically said, or in my brain, I literally said to myself, bro, I'm now funded with 600K. If I have a 6% month, for example, a 6-hour month, I'm gonna be making a lot of money. Like literally a lot of money, bro. Basically 10K months, easily without considering my other businesses, my other part-time job. I might be even able to start making $20,000 USD per month with just 2 winning trades, bro, which is not crazy, right? For example, I had February where I made, if I'm not wrong, like 12%. So imagine 12% in 600K. That's a lot of money, bro. A lot of money. That's literally over $30,000 just in profit payouts. So my expectations were just drastically up, like insanely up, man. I literally, as soon as I got my credentials and I got my accounts, I immediately said, like my brain was thinking, bro, I know what I'm doing. I have a profitable system. I have my data. I've been trading for a lot of time. This is actually my fucking time. I'm gonna start making a lot of money, bro. And guess what? I started losing. I had my losing streak. I had actually a couple of losses, break-evens. Also 2 trades where I'm gonna touch them as well. 2 trades that literally almost reached my take profit in 2 different prop firms, in 2 different setups. And as soon as price almost reached my take profit for a 1, 2, 3, so almost $3,000, price reversed fully back and stopped me at break even. So I saw with my own eyes, man, on my MT5, $3,000, around $2,500, almost mine, bro. Like this, boom, reversed back, stopped out. So when you start experiencing these situations, you're literally not prepared. I'm gonna be completely honest, you're not prepared. I've been trading with big accounts for a while, but always challenges. Always challenges. And I know, and I also accept that thanks to multiple podcasts, multiple interviews of traders, I knew, right? Only theoretically speaking, like on paper, I knew that this was possible. That I was gonna start experiencing the fact that, bro, I'm gonna start playing with big numbers now. And I might not be ready yet to play with these big numbers. But also, another side of me, of course, the side that has the ego super up, like the ego side of me said, I'm prepared, bro. I've been trading a lot of time. Hell no, bro, you're not prepared. And unfortunately, life stroked me so hard, telling me, Esteban, you're not prepared. You know what you're doing. Congrats, man. Congrats, you know exactly what you're doing. You have a system that works and you're mechanical and you do things simple. You have your data, you've put in the hours, the work, the reps, but you, psychologically speaking, are not ready to deal with these numbers. You need to learn how to deal with these numbers. And that's what I'm working on. Because unfortunately, my third point, I've been micromanaging my positions. I've been starting to overcomplicate my trading. I started to over-refine my setups, being extremely picky, saying, yo, I don't like this setup too much. Let's actually go to the daily time frame to see what's going on. Trying to find additional confirmations that I didn't use when I passed these challenges. I didn't use at the beginning of this year that helped me achieve this great start to the year 2026 on my personal capital account. I didn't use these extra confirmations, this overcomplicating pathway or this overcomplicating mindset. I didn't use this. Why I started applying this into my trading? Mainly because I was afraid of losing, and also afraid of losing because there is a direct correlation with having extremely high expectations in this. So my expectations were so high that I was afraid of not getting those expectations. And also, as soon as price went against me in my position, I wasn't letting my trade play out because I saw that minus 500, minus 600, minus 800, almost my full 1% on my 100K account as my own money. I forgot about seeing my trades based on numbers, based on probabilities, based on statistics. I stopped seeing a losing trade as just minus 1% on minus 1R. I started seeing that losing trade as a minus $1,000. Which meant that if the next trade was a winning trade, I was not gonna make 3,000 anymore. I was gonna make 2,000. And instead of being grateful, I was being holy and missing out on $1,000 more because I didn't cut my losses earlier in this losing trade. You see what I'm talking about? You see where my idea goes to? It's just frustrating because I was completely attached to the outcome. And the main actual point why I'm recording this video is because after thinking about it for a sec, I believe, 100% believe, with all my faith and with all my experience in this business, that this exact situation is the main reason why most traders blow their accounts, blow their funded accounts, and also why prop firms are profitable. It's because traders are full of expectations as soon as they get funded. And there is actually a statistic, I don't know where I saw it, I'm gonna try to find it out, but I think I'm not gonna find it, to be honest, but I saw somewhere that the statistics of a trader that passes a funded account, the statistics of that trader getting his or her first payout with that funded account, it's super low. And that's because when we're trading challenges, we're approaching things based on statistics, based on probabilities, and based on numbers. We don't mind, right? Why? Because as soon as we purchase the account, we accepted that we're investing our money into a challenge that most likely we're gonna blow, right? Let's say if it's a 100K account, well, we're basically losing $500, $600 is max if that costs the challenge. But on a challenge phase, there's no expectation. Like, the only expectation that arises is I'm gonna get funded, right? But there's no actual money on hand. Whenever you win a challenge or whenever you win a trade, there's no money that you're gonna make from that actual trade unless it's a funded account, right? So on a challenge, you're trading differently. You're trading demo. You're just trading with numbers. You're just trading paper. So it's way easier for you to manage your trades, and that's what happened to me. And changing things to my personal capital, that's what happened to me as well when I was risking $120 per trade. But now that I'm risking $400, whenever I have 3 trades running, 4 trades running that get tagged at the same time, and they all go against me, deep in drawdown, right? I see my P&L basically almost $1,500 in drawdown. Like, well, not in drawdown. I see the possibility of losing almost $1,500 if they all reaches my stop loss. When in reality, I don't think about the fact that it's completely normal for me to lose 4 trades in a row. Based on my numbers, based on my statistics, based on my max losing streak, that's completely normal. That's actually a small losing streak for me. But that's where numbers start playing out, bro. That's where numbers start messing with your brain, with your mindset, with your psychology. And that's the main reason why we fight so much with this, man. That's why most traders struggle so much in this business. It's because we are not capable of staying consistent as soon as we see the possibility of making money. Bro, I'm being honest. I'm super transparent, you guys know. I saw myself on April making $20,000 from prop firms. I'm not joking. I just saw myself, bro, let's have a great month. Maybe if I win 4 trades and I take, because I'm rotating the trades, I'm basically taking 1 trade on one account, 1 trade on one account. If I win 4 trades on a 100K account on each, I'll be making around 3 times 4. It's basically $12,000. Imagine that. $12,000 USD. I live in Canada, so it's going to be around 15,000 Canadian dollars just with profits, without considering how much I'll be making with my personal capital account, right? That if I win 4 trades, it's going to be around 3,000 more, plus other income from my business, my other businesses, as well as my part-time job. Around $30,000, bro, Canadian. I was just expecting that to happen so much that I rushed the process and I didn't actually focus on trading properly. So, yeah, that's the real truth, man. That's the raw, real, transparent, and honest truth of getting funded. Maybe you guys were expecting me to say, bro, I feel amazing. Bro, I feel just beautiful. Everything is going great. I'm making a lot of money. That's not the truth, bro. That's not the truth, bro. And that's why I wanted to record this video. Because it's also therapeutical for me to be able to open myself to you guys and just speak about how I feel. Because I'm not feeling that great. I've had a lot of losses. I have most of my funded accounts in drawdown. And I've been disrespecting my roles, overcomplicating my trading, trying to cut losses, taking bad trades just because I want fast money. And I just know, and I'm really, really down to earth. And I accept the fact that if I keep doing this, I'm going to blow my funded accounts. I'm going to blow all my entire process. And of course, what happens then? Well, a vicious cycle. Now I'm afraid of losing. So I really need to lock in, bro. Maybe you guys are going to see less content about me in the recent coming days because I really want to lock in, to be honest. I know I need to really dive deep into myself, enjoy more time with me, learn more about me, learn more how to actually manage these emotions properly. Because I know for a fact that whenever you have a profitable system, whenever you have data, whenever you know what you're doing, and you have something that is mechanical, the fact or the actual outcome of being profitable is not, or it has no actual correlation with your strategy at all. I'm a huge believer of that. It's actually a direct correlation. There is a direct correlation with how your trading psychology is doing, how your mindset is doing, how you're doing as a human being outside the charts. So yeah, bro, I just wanted to record this video to basically tell you guys that we need to really work on being detached. We really need to detach on the outcome, really need to detach on the results. The best things in my life has happened whenever I've been the most detached of or from anything I want. I was detached from getting funded, I got funded. I was detached from making money in my personal capital account, I made money. I was just detached from my trading. I was just waking every day, looking at the charts, choosing the setups, taking the trades, enjoy the day. That's it. Letting the trade do its thing. Now I'm more attached, watching the charts every day, multiple times throughout the day, which is not actually ideal. I'm micromanaging my positions and trying to close trades before or earlier, try to cut losses. I'm super attached of the process. I'm super attached of the results. And that's why results are not coming into my life. And that's why most traders, including you guys, most likely are not achieving the results you guys want. So that's the main point I wanted to leave in this video. That's how traders feel. Most of them, I'm sure about that, after they start seeing some great results. There's more pressure on our side. There's more stress, and we just need to learn how to deal with it. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys in this video. I hope you guys liked it. Super transparent, super raw. I hope you guys really appreciate this honesty and this transparency. It's not easy just to speak to the camera and talk about my obstacles or my difficult situations or just my weaknesses in general. It's not easy. Of course, it's easier just to show my fucking certificates and my payouts and everything. Of course, that's easy. But that's why I wanted to do this, because who said life is easy? And I know people appreciate transparency, so that's why I'm doing this, because I know it's going to be extremely beneficial for you guys in the future, or maybe nowadays. Maybe this is what you needed to hear today. So I hope you guys liked this video, man. If you did, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. That's the best way you can support this journey, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you. Remember to be detached and take care. Bye.